Hey guys, Caleb here. I'm gonna do a quick review slash tips for this new game I've stumbled upon, Fives. I want to say it was Robert Best on Google Plus that first introduced me to this game. Kudos, now I'm addicted. So I don't typically play many Android games. If I do, they have to be quick, short, something that I can just kind of pass a quick time with. I don't have a ton of free time, unfortunately. And I don't play mini games where it keeps track of scores and ranks you kind of where you are on your Google Plus, like the leaderboard stuff. But I love that, and now I'm a little more intrigued doing that for other games. This is me, my high score 59,000, showing I'm first out of 41 people. I don't really know how Google does that. I mean, clearly it's my Google Plus social circles, but I don't know. It doesn't appear everyone that I come across is on this, even people I know who play the game. And then when I go to public, I don't know. I'm kind of ignorant, but I don't know who all this entails. But of 8,000 plus players, it's showing I'm 20th. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I love kind of seeing how I rank up with people. All right, so pretty cool there. Achievements basically says how many of the numbers have you unlocked. And it looks like the highest one I've gotten to is 2560. So let's start the game. And I guess one person asked me to basically just say, what do I do? How do I play? And so I'm going to do that. When I get to the start screen, the objective is you drag left, you drag right, up, or down. And twos and threes combined to make five. So I'm going to just, for simplicity, I'm going to take that and look at these two. When I drag it down, that's going to turn to a five. If I drag this way, this way, the objective is to keep these twos and threes crossing over each other. And the more free spaces you have, the easier the game will be. So if I drag, and this is part of the strategy. If you see the next number is a 2, if I want a 2 on this side of the screen, on the left side, you drag to the right, and the 2 will pop up over there. If the next one's a 2, and maybe I want some more on the bottom, I'll drag up. And then you just kind of keep doing it. And twos and threes are the only ones that are kind of odd, meaning that they're the only ones that are not the same number, but you have to line them up. Everything else, you have to combine like the same numbers. So if I want fives to combine to make a 10, do it that way. And then the same token, I've got 2 10s, make 20. So I'm going to kind of go through this fairly quick. This is typically what I do when I'm playing. I'll not spend a whole lot of time when it's just the twos and threes mostly. And once we start getting bigger numbers, I'll start going a little quicker. Or I'm sorry, I'll slow it down a little bit. Let's see here. So I want a 2 on top. I'll drag down. Maybe I want another 2 on the left. So I'll drag it to the right. And all the numbers, like these 10s and 20s that I'm getting, at this point, just gravy. I'm not really putting a whole lot of strategy into it. I'll start to slow down here in a little bit and put a little more thought into what I'm doing. Now, your score, I believe, is a reflection of the numbers. So one thing I will try and do is I will try and double up and get larger scores quicker just to help my score. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. 2010. Let's see. All right, now I should get 2 20s, 40. Now I'll double those up and get 80. And again, now is about the time where I would start typically putting a little more thought process in here. Let's see, the next one's a 2. So if I drag this way, because I've got 2 3s, probably better if I had one over there. But the problem is, it's likely that it's going to go up there. Since this one's empty, the 2 would likely fall into that spot. So it's not really going to do me any good over there. But if I drag this way, 2 should go there. And since 2s and 3s cancel to get 5s, it makes sense that I put it over there. Now, if I were to go this way, the question is, would that 10 go here or would it go here? Clearly, it would be more beneficial to me over here, but it seems like typically it goes to the lower number. I haven't figured rhyme or reason to that yet. Oh, that worked out really well. So, fortunately, it did what I needed it to do. And the 5 should come over here. Oh, see, you would think that it would have came from that one since that one moved down, but no, it didn't. All right, so let's see here. This is where you can get into a lot of trouble when you're trying to get your big numbers to line up. It's not always the easiest. You really have to put a lot of thought into how you line up things, and things appear to be going fairly well here. You think if you kind of get the knack of the game, just I don't think you really have to put a whole lot of thought into it. Things typically just kind of line up how you would hope that they would, usually. Alright, so, when I'm playing, I'm typically just looking down here, and a lot of times I just base it off the color. I know the color, so I'm not looking down here and seeing a 40. I'm just seeing yellow, and I know it's 40. And then I'm thinking, okay, where's the 40 best served? And if I drag up, it should be pretty close to that 40, so I'm going to drag it up. Not to mention it gets my 280s turned to 160, and there's a 160, so I get 320. Yeah, I get my score up, and that is the objective. Right now I'm just cruising along, and I'm not playing very well, but my score's 3,000, doing okay. So let's see. Where's the 5 gonna help me? Not very much. Oh, also, but it's gonna come over there. 3 is going to be no good, but I'll try and get it closer to the 2. 20. There we go. That'll work. Bring the 5 over. That 2. Well, darn. That's not what I wanted, but oh, I was hoping it was going to come over there, and then I could have got that over there. Darn. The pieces are not falling where I would like them to. I really wish I understood a little more about the logic of where the pieces come from. And all right, well, looks like I'm about done, folks. This could be a pretty bad game. So when I get to this point, things are going bad when you move left, right, up, down, and very few pieces move. And you always have pieces close, and then they just kind of get stuck. So the strategy here is the next piece is a 2. Where can I move that is going to allow that 2 to benefit me? So if I move there, the 3 and 2 are going to make a 5. I can't do anything with it. The 2 benefits me nothing. Game will be over. If I go that way, none of the pieces line up and do anything for me, but the 2 and the 3 in the top left will do something, and maybe I'll have some good fortune. Doesn't look like it. So if I go this way, that 2 does me no good. Nothing lines up. If I go this way, the 2 and the 3, I can live. All right, so I can do it that way, or I can do it that way. The 2 will do me no good. And think about it though, if I go this way, that 5 and the 5 in the top left won't help me. But if I go this way, I've got now 2 5s beside each other. The next piece is a 10. I can go that way. And let's see, if I go that way, basically the same thing, but I'm going to go this way. I don't know, for whatever reason, that's just feeling better to me. All right, next one's a 3. Let's see. I'm going to go that way. And the reason why I'm going to go this way is because I'll have my 20s on top of each other, and the 2 and 3 will be able to be used. It's not going to be any good on that side, so it seems like it's more logical over here. So I'll go down, or do I go up? That 3 is going to do me absolutely no good down there, so I'm going to go over here. All right, so the 40 will do me some good down there. Down here, I'd have 10s beside each other, and then I could scoot down again. Let's see, then I have a 20 and a 40 beside that. So, actually, yeah, I'm going to do it this way. There we go. And if I went this way, that 5's going to be between my 2 20s. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that down just in case so they're beside each other. Get my 80s on top of each other. Got 5s beside each other. Live to fight another day. Drag those down. Now I've got 10s and 40s I can play with. Go that way. I've got a 2 and a 3 beside each other. Go that way. No good. No good. So I'll definitely go that way. All right. Go down this way, and I'll have a 2 and a 3 beside each other. And, I had a lot of good fortune there, actually. It looks like I kind of got out of that one. Oh, and look, if I get that 40 and 80, now I've got an 80. I've got 160s beside each other, 160s. Now the 320s, 640. And all of a sudden, my score is 7,600. I've got a lot of free spaces, and things are going well. Next one's a 2. It's not going to be any good. If I move anything around here, it doesn't seem like anything's going to do me any good, so I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to move my 80 over. Let's see here. I only went that way just so I could have 2 20s on top of each other, get my 40 beside each other, and then have the 80s. It looks like my game's going to be coming to an end here pretty quickly. Let's see, so that 5's not going to do me any good over there. Won't do me any good over there. If I go that way, it'll drop that way. But maybe I should do it that way. That's a 20. I got more options going that way, so I'll do it that way. 10, 20, 40. See, in my head, I'm thinking I can get those to 10s, then 20s, and then 40s. But that 5's not really going to do any good over there. If I go this way, it's basically the same thing. But I just like the idea of having the option of having a 10 here and a 10 here. So I'm going to go that way, just in case. All right. And sure enough, look, there's a 40. So I'm going to go that way. That way I can get those together. 40. Oh, this is going to work out really well. 80, 160. Oh, man. Let's see here. I got a lot of 2s at the top, so I'm going to take that 3 to the top. Drag that up. Yeah, I get those 2 and 3s beside each other. I get the 5s beside each other, so I'll go that way. See, and this is one of those things where I'm like, man, if the 160 goes over here, I'm golden. But what if it goes over there on the other side? Oh, that sucked. If it went there, I would have had the 160s, the 320, and the 640 so close to each other. I would have had a 1280. My score would have just jumped tremendously. Now I'm basically stuck. I really don't understand why it goes to certain sides sometimes. I feel like I should figure that out by now, but alas, I have not. All right, so I ended up with an even 12,000. Not a great score, but not a terrible one. So anyway, guys, 5s, awesome game. Definitely recommend checking it out. Hopefully some of the tips that I did there helped you out. Let's see. Well, I was going to say I'd find it in the Play Store for you, but you'll find it. Take care, guys.